Hello, Troy Shadowing Chronics, taking part in the Art Soundoff challenge and messing around a bit. This is going to be sort of a semi-live experimental edition. Of course, this year I've been kind of experimenting with different things, and and when my webcam decided it didn't want to work anymore, or wanted to drive me nuts, I found out that my old phone could become my new webcam. And that's good for like when I want to do something with OBS, like I'm doing right now. Put a little higher. And I'm here at because my old computer, my regular art computer is Windows XP. I came over here in order to do the recording because I still got to figure out how to do the webcam thing that'll work with XP. I got to probably use a different webcam app, and there's quite a few out there actually. So the option is there. I just got to find it. You probably notice it's a little more colorful, a little brighter this time around. I'm actually using the I get confused which one is the front and which one is the back. The one by the screen is the one I've used previously. This is the one that to me should be the back of the camera of the phone, because there's no screen here. It's just the camera, the flash, so I could technically turn on the flashlight and use it as a light if I need to. As it turns out, with these settings, I don't need to. I don't know how this is affecting the audio because the mic is now over here someplace. The thing is jumping into the yellow range if I'm loud enough. I don't want to keep boosting the audio all over the place. So this is the setting we're going to do for now. But I would somewhat like to have like a regular microphone in order to oh crud, nope, there it is. Regular microphone in order to get the audio better. So we'll see what happens with that, but that probably won't happen this year. I also want to get a proper camera mount, so I'm going to be using this now as my webcam instead of going to buy another webcam. That'll save me some money, and I have to get the setup that I need. But it's not worth going crazy looking for on Black Friday or going around the rest of the year. And Art Soundoff ends on Monday, even if I decide to do a bonus episode, which I might do on Saturday. It's not really worth going crazy now, so I'll get that when I get that. Like I said, I'm not probably going to do a whole lot of streaming. A lot of it's going to be recording, so it could be a setup kind of like this, where I draw here. Just for the heck of it, let me just, for the purpose of experimentation. So, where's I put this in this? Tell that low. The only thing is, I can't really see. Or can I? Let me see. Can I minimize this? Window this. Okay, it looks a little different now because it's smaller. But okay, yeah, it's swinging out okay. Let me see here. If I change. Okay, it does pick up the change in the tool. Good. That was one thing I was worried about, because when I do my tools, I actually have set up so that the icon in some cases will change, like the paint bucket tool comes with like a little paint bucket. The pen, the eyedropper looks like an eyedropper. I don't know if I gotta go in and make the pen look like a pen or what I gotta do there. So I got that option. That's good. Now if I put this back to full screen. So if I put this in currently scene 2, there's me in the front, and then if I turn off this part, will they still get audio? The answer is no, because the indicator just disappeared. So what I gotta do is I just put that up that way, and that should do that. So now you should still be able to hear me, even though you can't see me. And I can always switch it back around and put me in the front, or this with me in the corner and this in another corner. These are the kind of things I'm thinking about with mostly with game recording. I'm still trying to figure out what to do there. If I'm going to do a gameplay where I'm on screen, do a gameplay where I'm not on screen, just record and do a regular review of it, like SF Debris. So basically, am I going to be play frame? Am I going to be SF Debris? Or am I going to be, I don't know, Jacksepticeye or something? I don't know. I don't even really follow too much. I've seen them sometimes on the player select on Disney XD, but dude's got a bit of a potty mouth, which I guess matches Elise's internet persona. So here you can still hear me, but you don't necessarily have to see me. So let's clear this. Okay, so as you see here, I do my setup a bit differently. You can. One of the things I like about Clip Studio Paint is that you can reposition all the toolbars and everything anywhere you want it. And oh, that's strange. It's pretty. I like to put everything on the right side. So on the right side is all the tools and controls and everything else. And the left side is for the actual drawing. So everything's over here. And then I got the quick buttons here. But just the way I got it set up in the art corner right now, because of the let me back to OBS. Let me go back to me, sort of. I cannot put this in widescreen mode. I mean, I can, and there's a watermark which I wouldn't mind, except the watermark is like 1/4 of this window. So it's like if I got it small, like I do here, you'd be seeing this huge watermark, and you wouldn't really see me much. And in here, you would indeed see me. So I wish I could put this all the way. I cannot. Yeah, which is that. Let's go back over here for a moment. Nope, here. So I just want to show I have my backup set up. This is over here is somewhere you can see it. This is where I usually operate, and then the tablet would be right about there. But like I said, this is an old XP laptop, and I have to find an app that'll let me use a webcam on that computer. See how that's got to be set up. This I can at least do Wi-Fi, but if I just have to use corded, that's fine too. But I was going to show you the setup I've got here. Trying to watch my sound levels because I'm closer to the mic right now. There's my tablet, my Parblo A610, with all its pre-marked buttons. And this. See, right here right now, back there is the keyboard. If I want to use it, I got to take this out of the way, move the table out of the way, pull it out, type something, put it back in again. It's kind of a pain in this setup. But this is a cheap wireless keyboard that my dad got. He was hoping to use the internet functions on the TV, which frankly they're not very good. It's very slow. But he got it for that, and it wouldn't work. He had to get a regular wireless keyboard, and he's not even using that anymore. So I got this little keyboard. I got the wireless thing plugged in there. So now, if I want to type some text in here, I don't have. Let me boost this. You'll be able to see it. Which one am I on again? Oh, it helps them all on the right scene. There we go. Now I can use this keyboard and I can type. In theory. So now I can't actually technically do the comics from here, but I still kind of have this sort of affinity for the little art up there, just a place away from this computer so that I can focus. Maybe I'll put on like a podcast or something and do my artwork. Maybe that. Just use the undo button and select all the way back to the beginning. So I basically have that option available to me. And as I said before, I like having options. So with the regular set, where I would usually have it set up back there, all I have to do is lift the thing, blow out the keyboard. As long as I don't dump this tablet somewhere, I'm good to go. So now I've got a way that I can put this set up if I want to. If for some reason I want to work on this computer instead of that computer, I have an option there. I just have to bring the graphics tablet over here. But it's a lot easier to just do it from there, where I get it permanently set up. Or if you've seen in my video, in my previous art workstation video, I noticed how easy it is to move this out of the way to set that up for analog drawing. So I have and I can even use this for analog drawing, although I can actually sit at my chair, my regular comfy chair, and and deal with that. So again, I have all these different options, and now I'm trying to do options with content, and that's why I'm testing OBS. So I may need to find a different piece of software. It doesn't have such a huge watermark, or please let me resize the watermark a bit. I don't know. But I have this option, and I like the fact that I have this option. I like having options. It was easy to put together too. You put the app on the phone. There's a plugin that you have to install, which installs itself, so there's no problem there. And then bingo, I've got a camera that works on OBS. So that's a good thing. And there's all different kinds of apps. I'm using DroidCam OBS, but there are other options out there for to make it a universal webcam, or specifically in OBS with a plugin. So these are things that I want to be playing with and try out and fool with, and it allows me to have this arrangement where I can do all different kinds of art pieces. I gotta be in here actually so if I want to do, for some reason I want to do Jake and Leon from here. One thing I'm trying to figure out is why I'm not even trying. Let me actually try. I'm not getting the line control that I want. I don't know if it's a setting or if it's just something that's a little more difficult to do on Windows 10. Just a quick sketch of Jake. So who knows, maybe for next year's art Soundoff I'll do more showing off of the art. That looks terrible. Let me just zoom out a bit and try something here. I wonder if I'm just really used to being on the other computer, because I'm using the same the same equipment. I'm relatively the same height drawing that I am over there, but for some reason I'm even using the right pen. I use the turnip pen for doing, or then I'd use the G pen for delete. For other art styles, I'll use the G pens. I wonder if it's something with my settings. What do I need to fix? This is something a little more like what I use in Captain Yuletide. And then I can go here, blaster layer, go to, oh, I didn't import Jake and Leon's color schemes in here, darn. Okay, well, luckily I remember what I use. Oh, no, I don't have this setting up right either. Oh, no, I don't have this set as a reference layer. So that's a reference layer, and then it uses the line. So you don't have to necessarily do these in various colors and then select it to, I don't know how to explain it, I've seen other creators do it, but you can just simply use the line art as your guide to color it in with the actual colors you want to use rather than the pre-colors of the old days. So there's that advancement just by how you set up the controls. So that's something I tried talking about last year, and now I'll be in a better spot to talk about maybe next year. So that's all this was kind of an experiment in setting up my phone as a webcam, using it in action, and not the most exciting thing, especially since how late this is as far as Art Soundoff goes. I was going to do a Finally Watched. It's now turned into a Saturday Night Showcase because it's actually going to be available, so I'm going to go watch that and get that all set up, and then this will be tonight's post, and hopefully things will be back on track. Monday will be the final Art Soundoff, and then the rest of the week I get back to normal BW operations. Things have been a little disrupted this month, but this is how I've worked around it and come out the other side with something useful. So maybe that's a good statement for how 2020 will end up. Who knows? But if you want to see what the more interesting people talking about their art day are doing, go to Twitter, look for the hashtag Art Soundoff. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Because I can. Nope. If you want to take part, if you want to check out, go to Twitter. This is why I use fonts for my lettering. Go to Twitter, look for do a search for hashtag @Soundoff, and make sure to click latest so you can see the newest ones instead of just the ones with the greatest rankings or however. So make sure you click the latest tab when you bring up the search results. And if you want to see what the other participants are, so that's to see what the other participants are doing. If this is, you want to look more into the Art Soundoff challenge, you can go either to artsoundoff.com, or which will take you to into art.com/artsoundoff. And of course, if you want to check out more of my stuff, bwspotlight.com. I hope to do at least one more Art Soundoff, if not two, before the challenge is over. As to what I do with all this equipment in the future only knows. So we'll see you tomorrow for that. And until then, I wish you all happy creating. And I'm on the wrong window to stop. Okay. So I'm on stop. And